Okay, it's Sunday again, and we've got another game lined up. Another bit of a change. Got a Vampire Counts army this time. There's a few proxies in there, but that's only because I haven't assembled a lot of the models. God bless eBay. Managed to pick up like a pretty decent price, so I thought I'd give that a run. I always fancied a bit of Vampire Counts, so let's see how they play. Anyway, so we're playing the Battle Line mission. And against Sai's cavalry-based Empire army. But I'll let him talk you through that. Okay, so first up we have 5 direwolves. We have a spirit host, 45 zombies, 29 graveguard with a White King BSB, a level 1 necromancer, a corpse cart, 40 skeletons led by the Vampire Lord. He's also a level 4 caster. We've got 30 ghouls, 6 crypt horrors, another spirit host, 5 more direwolves, 10 black knights with a fighty vamp leading them, and then a Vargolf. So, like I say, I mean, hopefully these won't. I'm just in the process of assembling a lot of these, so they're not all proxies. Yeah, so that's it. So we'll see what Simon's deployment looks like.
Okay, I've tweaked my list a bit since last time, trimmed down the number of models, and I've removed all the sort of non-movement elements like the cannons and the handgunners. We'll see how this performs. So everything can basically move around, move rapidly to where I need it, hopefully. So on my left flank I have a unit of pistoliers here. I have a steam tank. I know it's pink, but well, it's a proxy. I have over here a unit of 15 Knightly Order. These are armed with great weapons. Over here, the Mournfang unit are basically proxying a unit of Demigryph Knights. Over here I have my big block of 22 Knightly Orders. These are Inner Circle Knights. They have my general, which is in this case Kurt Helborg, and they have a warrior priest there, which is represented by the 2 Saurus warriors at the front. And then over here, this is another proxied unit of Demigryph Knights, followed by a Celestial Luminarch for that +1 to hit. And then over here I have another 15 Knightly Orders, just armed with lances. This has the BSB and the Wizard Lord in it, who is a Lord of Light guy. Obviously nice buffs and pretty dangerous against undead. And then over on my far right flank is another unit of pistoliers. So yeah, we'll check to see who basically wins first turn, and we'll get back to you then. Okay, end of Empire turn 1. Everyone's basically moved up. You can just see everyone sort of charge forward. The pistoliers on the flanks have gone up there trying to redirect those knights. These guys are there to meet out at the chaff on the Vampire Count side. Magic was pretty useless, but I did get in the shooting phase. I killed 4 of his hounds there, 1 of his hounds there, and I managed to put a wound on the corpse cart with the cannon off the steam tank. A little annoyed because I thought I hit it, I wounded it, and for the second time that I've ever hit something with a cannon, I've rolled a 1 for the number of wounds. So yeah, might as well just scrub cannons out of my army completely because I just can't use them. Not from any not knowing how to use them, just probability he doesn't like me using them.
Bad powder, sorry.
Yeah, bad everything. Although bad powder can't be blamed on that because it's unfortunately using steam.
Oh.
Yeah, so rather short Empire turn 1. So yeah, onwards to Vampire Counts turn 1.
Okay, end of Vampire Counts turn 1, and it's as you see, I just kind of I was all geared up to charge towards him, but there's no real need because he's coming right for me. So instead I've sent out my chaff units to try and redirect and just generally annoy him. I did make a charge with the Black Knights against the Pistoliers. He held just to redirect me, which makes sense. So, Black Knights are in here, these guys just moved up. The Varghulf just came around the side there. The Spirit Host just moved up in front of the Demigriffs. Hopefully we'll just annoy them, get in their way. These Hounds just moved up a little bit. Obviously there's only one left now, but these should be enough just to annoy them. This Spirit Host charging the Steam Tank, which is a utter result, because that is pretty much the only way I've got dealing with that. So, thankfully, that's worked. And it's kind of blocked these up a bit as well, which is nice. Then in the magic phase, got 5 dice, I think. I used 2 to try and cast Van Hale's, not Van Hale's, Invocation of Nehek, just to try and heal that up and make its buff thing go off to give these guys all strikes first. But unfortunately he dispelled it. So, and then I cast Raise Dead. No, sorry, I failed to cast it actually. And then I cast Raise Dead and managed to raise. Yeah, was it? Yeah, there's 9 zombies. Yeah. So I've just put them there just to try and redirect the Demigriff Knights. So yeah, I really like that. So okay, so that was the magic, and then in close combat, because obviously I've got no shooting. In close combat, I managed to kill all the Pistoliers, which was, well, it was pretty much a foregone conclusion, but I'm sure their sacrifice will aid Simon well. Okay, so that's the end of Vampire Counts turn 1. Looking good, but this battle was always going to be decided in the close combat phase anyway, so it's hard to tell what's going to happen until things start smashing each other up in close combat. So let's see you at the end of Empire turn 2.
Okay, end of Empire turn 2. The chaff has wiped out the last of his chaff, of Oi's chaff. The steam tank is unfortunately tanking the Spirit Host. These guys have just reformed to fit in the gap that has been created by these guys charging into that small block of 9 zombies, wiping them out and then overrunning. These guys moved up a little bit as well. They got Light of Battle cast on them, so they automatically pass all leadership tests until my next magic phase. The Luminarch has moved up. The other unit of Demigriff Knights has charged into the Spirit Host, essentially just to try and take them out by combat res. So I managed to do 2 wounds through combat res this turn. Over here, this unit of knights that charged into the other unit of dogs have sort of wiped them out and then overrun 4 inches forward. So yeah, I've wiped out his chaff, but unfortunately I'm quite severely misdirected. So yeah, we'll have to see what turn 2 brings for Vampire Counts.
Okay, it's the end of Vampire Counts turn 2. And there was quite a few charges. The Crypt Horrors charged into these knights. The ghouls charged into the big block of knights, along with the skeletons. Unfortunately, the Vampire Lord decided that the ghouls weren't worth fighting side by side with, so he just let them die by failing his charge. The Graveguard charged into the flank of the Demigriff Knights. The zombies just moved up a bit, and as with these, the Varghulf just moved around here, just to threaten his flanks. The magic phase tried a couple of invocations, but they got dispelled. I managed to get off Curse of Years on this big block of knights over here, killed one of them, and that's still in play. And then in close combat, the Gauls just had a pillow fight with these guys, but took 2 wounds in combat resolution. These guys just reformed. He did another wound to me through static combat res from his banner, so I failed to wound him. The Gauls utterly whiffed their attacks, but there's Kurt Helborg in there, and he just destroyed them. He did like 8 combat res on his own through that Laurels of Victory to the Ghast champion, so they didn't stand a chance. So all of them died, and only killed 1 of his, I think. Or yeah, I killed 1. So that wasn't very good. On the plus side, the Grave Guard utterly destroyed the Demigryph Knights. Well, they didn't wipe them out, but they did 5 wounds to them and sent them packing. And then he took another wound through a dangerous terrain test from fleeing through my Spirit Host. And they just reformed. Although the White King did take a wound from the Lucky Rider. And then yeah, that was it. So swings and roundabouts. Got rid of some Demigryphs, which was great. Lost an entire unit of Gauls for almost no reason and no benefit, so that was bad. But we'll see what happens in Empire Turn 3.
Okay, end of Empire Turn 3, and my remaining unit Pistoliers has come up round the back of the flank. Just shot a few zombies away. The steam tank is, well, still held in place. These guys have just moved up a little bit, as has the Hurricanum. These guys charged into the Vampire Lord's unit. Kurt Helborg challenged the Vampire Lord to close combat and got his arse handed to him. But yeah, that's fair enough. It's 1.5 times the points cost to Kurt Helborg. You'd hope that you'd kill him. Although he did have to use his rerolls to hit, otherwise Kurt Helborg might have inserted that rune fang somewhere squishy and painful. But yeah, even though I lost my general, I still managed to do a sizable number of casualties to the unit. Although I've got to be careful that they don't get raised back, because apparently these things are worse than Tomb Kings, and well, I know they're quite bad. Over here, I finally managed to win my combat by doing nothing but sitting there. So I've reformed to meet this Vargolf. I don't know what they do, but I've heard they're pretty nasty. Over here with a pillow fight, well, my wizard got ganked. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I don't know what to do with wizards in this army. They're a bit kind of. I think probably best to stick it on like one of these things, probably.
Oh, can they be used as mounts?
Yeah, they can. Although I would have had to. I could have taken the Celestial